The Dark Knight is a mysterious new character class for the MMORPG Black Desert Online. She hails from the realm of Camsylvia, where the dark spirits have invaded in the past. After repelling invaders off their homeland, the Dark Knights were eventually banished from Camsylvia after the people there witnessed the black magic powers to achieve the Pyrrhic victory. Some have even speculated that they are vampires. In this video, we are going to talk about some of the additional tips on power leveling, some first impressions on their pre-awakened abilities, and the class as a whole. Similar to my other power leveling video, I was able to level up the Dark Knight fairly quickly. I gave her my ninja's Grunil gear, which was around plus 12 to plus 15. If I didn't like the Dark Knight, I could always use her as an alt for energy, or fail stacking and enchanting, or extra inventory slots in my home base of Caltheon. A few extra tips on power leveling beyond just the ones I had in my previous video for the Dark Knight. Number 1. I still use the milk tea. It gives me plus 8% for 90 minutes. You can use magical gems for your chests, so you get the extra plus 3%. Grunil's has 2 chest slots if you want to use it. One thing I didn't know about is you have these things called titles. I didn't know that using a character title might give you extra combat experience. So I think you can even level up these titles, so you want to be able to use these titles when you can. I picked up one under combat here, and it gives me an extra luck for drops as well. So that's an extra 3% combat EXP just for using a title, which is nice. Number 4, there's an item you can buy on the marketplace called Experience Elixir. It's a short buff that lasts 5 minutes, but it's a great 10% combat EXP buff. Number 5 is emphasis more on accuracy gear as you level so you can hit higher level mobs. When you miss, you do 0 damage, so accuracy is very important. This is why I choose the Saiyer's knot for my offhand, because it has plus 5 accuracy. If you get the blue version of it, it has plus 7 accuracy. It can also be manufactured through the Handcraft Workshop, as it is currently hard to get off the marketplace. Number 6 is the value pack, which is a 7-day value pack for me. I just got it for free from just side stuff. Even I think the Dark Knight event that's going on, you get particular items from it, and I think one of them was the value pack, as well as I just had a few of them lying around. That's another plus 30% combat EXP. Number 7, if I return to the game more than 30 days, so I can't level up on the Olivia servers, but if you've returned in less than 30 days and you're still playing the game, you can level up on the Olivia servers, and that's another plus 100%. Not on combat EXP weekends like it's currently going on right now, but during the weekdays you can get another plus 100%, and that's a noticeable difference. Number 8 is the Cold Dark Beer, which is an event beer. That's another plus 20% for 30 minutes. Number 9, I got this combat book. That's an event book. That's plus 50%. It does not stack with EXP scrolls, but it's another plus 50% combat EXP. Number 10 is you can spend $30 for the Dark Knight outfit if you really want the set bonus for it. I didn't do it because I didn't like the look of it really, but I did buy one for the Witch because I like that outfit more. Try to use all the non-disposable buffs once you find a good spot to grind at, or you're just getting to a spot to grind at for like a few levels, like 5 or 6 levels, and slam down the purchasable ones that you can buy that are disposable, like the milk tea and this Experience Elixir, because they are disposable. But the non-disposable ones, you want to kind of be more careful with those if you can. You want to get your DP around 160 if this is one of your alt characters. I only started having problems at Helms because the big elite mobs can do more damage, or those sauce and big elite mobs that can actually start to do damage and hurt you. And you want to try to get your AP over about 90. It's hard right now because some of the weapons are new, and so they're harder to get, so you can only enchant lower weapons. I spent about an hour at the marketplace trying to get Lavertos and other type of gear, and some people are putting the pre-orders for the Kazarka sword for the Dark Knight at 350 million, and they're not getting filled on that order. I noticed that the leveling really started to slow down around level 53, but it sped up once I was with a good group farming Sawsons. Like I said, accuracy really helps when you're fighting different level mobs. Now we're going to talk about some of the Dark Knight abilities. The pre-awakened Dark Knight has a lot of AoE-like moves. To me, she seems a good mix between my Witch, which has really good AoEs, and my Awakened Ninja, which has the big, slow, bulky sword moves, and having a mixture of some abilities from both classes, like the ninja has a dash move, which she kind of has as well. One drawback behind the Dark Knight is her skills cost a lot, and even at level 56, I didn't have some of her abilities, even the really cool ones, completely unlocked. So it's a really deep class for pre-awakening, and you're probably going to have to get to level 57 to really unlock all of the pre-awakened features if you really want to get a good feeling for all of it. However, similar to the Witch, once you do get her to awaken, you're going to use those awakened abilities 95% of the time. That's what at least my research has shown. Her strength seems to be powerful AoE. The main skills I use to level up are, I am max Spirit Combustion, which is the magical AP and accuracy first. I just make sure that's always topped out, just because it's straight attack power. Just something simple I picked up was the sudden attack ability, which is just you're sprinting, you're hitting left mouse button, it's a gap closer. When I'm fighting and grinding at mobs where I have a ton more DP and AP than my mobs, I'm just trying to like move forward and grind through these mobs as quickly as possible. So I'm picking up these gap closer abilities or abilities to sprint forward and attack so I can quickly move from one mob to the next, or mob packs. The first major ability I get is something called Airstrike. It's up and F, so it's a great speed attack, and it charges forth and does great damage. It's a great opener, and it ties in with another quick attack as well, which is just hitting F button right after that. It does 284% damage times 3 against 10 targets. It has a 7-second cooldown, and the charge, which is the other ability I was talking about, has a 3-second cooldown. This is just the slam that it does. It has a 50% critical chance. While you're moving, you're invincible, and it has also plus 7% accuracy. The next ability I pick up is a great AoE ability called the Wheel of Fortune. It's a great AoE clearer that has a 360-degree attack arc. It gives you super armor while you use it, and it does a ton of damage when it's maxed. This ability is maxed out, so it's one of my primary big damage dealers. It does a 690% damage times 8 against 10 targets. It has a very small, super quick cooldown of 6 seconds. It also is an air attack, and if you have a good hit, it does a floating attack as well. The next AoE ability I like to use is this Corrupted Ground ability. You're kind of rooted when you cast it. It's kind of a long cast animation. It's a great AoE. It also regenerates your HP and mana based on the hits, and it's great for big packs of mobs. It does a really high level of damage at 795% times 6 against 7 targets. It has kind of a longer cooldown, 22-second cooldown. It has plus 22% accuracy. It does a down attack, and good hits stun the opponent. The next one is this pretty awesome ranged attack that is a massive AoE. It's called Obsidian Ashes, and it's Shift E. It does a 482% damage when it's maxed out, times 4. It has a kind of a mild cooldown of 15 seconds. It has a 100% crit rating, so it always crits. It causes bound on the opponent, so you can hit him from very far away, and has a max of 7 targets. The next ability I'm going to talk about, this Cam Sylvia Slash. You hold Shift and hold the left mouse button. This is a charged attack similar to a ninja attack that you have. It has awesome AoE and frontal damage. It does a very serious amount of damage at 926. This is just, I'm talking about the fully charged attack, because that's how I use it. It has 926 times 5. It hits 10 targets, has plus 10% accuracy. Good hits knock down the opponent. It's a down attack. It recovers mana at plus 25 EP, and it has, when you're charging this up, has a 50% larger range on a charge attack, so it's great for large packs. It doesn't have quite the 360-degree range as the other attack that you're going to use, the Shift F, but it still does a great amount of damage. Here's a pretty cool ability unique to the Dark Knight, and it's only used through the quick slot. It's called the Luscious Snare. A Black Rose trap spawns a few meters away from you, but it deals insane AoE damage. 800% times 3. It's sort of on a mild cooldown again, 18 seconds. Good hits stun the opponent. The next one is just simple attack that you can just pick up out of your skill tree. It's called the Stinger. It's just through F, or Stinger plus Hidden Strike. It's a quick filler, but it acts as an animation cancel, and it does decent damage, and again leads into that charge attack, but I just put it in here just so you can pick it up. You have this other ability that's just a filler ability. It's called Slanted Balance. You hold the back key and the left mouse button. I think it's just a great filler attack. does a good amount of damage at 584% times 4. It can hit up to 7 targets, but it has a really quick animation, so it's really good to use. It has a really small 5-second cooldown. It has a down attack, air attack, and it has good hits on floating. So you can see why this is just a good filler attack that you can put in, and it does a decent amount of damage. Another cool ability that the Dark Knight has over certain other classes is you have this thing called Spirit Saturation. And again, this is something else I maxed out called, and you use Shift and Space. It's a great way to return mana and HP, so you don't have to lug around tons of mana pots if you don't want to. One thing I noticed about the Dark Knight, a negative about her, is that she uses a lot of mana. Because when you're dashing around, unlike the ninja, who seems to regenerate his energy a lot quicker and it has a lot higher mobility, the Dark Knight just is a mana-soaking person. The Spirit Saturation is just a great way to kind of pull ahead of the farming group if you're running like main rotation on Sawsons, and sort of re-mana up if you don't want to carry around all these mana pots. The Smoky Haze is a shift plus forward, so you're just running around and it just passively activates. It's a great way to move forward, similar to the ninja dash I've been talking about. The only problem is it uses a lot of mana. First impressions of the Dark Knight is, man, it's just a great breath of fresh air into this game. She has a really strong AoE, and she seems to be a really great PvEer, similar to my Witch. It's hard to tell if she's going to be good at PvP, but from what I've been reading, she's top tier, apparently, when she's awakened. Since I'm making this video, the awakening weapon should be out in 1 to 2 weeks, apparently, or a month, depending on how fat, Dom is. You can see some of the PvP videos online of some Koreans playing her. The Koreans describe her as sort of a glass cannon. Personally, I have a lot of fun playing her. For now, she's my main character. She reminds me a lot of my old ESO character a little bit, like Largish. She's sort of like a vampire in a way. She's moving around hazy. She's got some mysterious cool swords. She does great PvE damage. It's just fun to play her. While she has some clunky moves, you can use F to animation cancel those moves a lot of the time, so it really speeds her up a lot. And overall, she just has a great toolkit to work with. Should you play the Dark Knight? The answer is yes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos on my channel where we talk about the BDO Endgame series, as well as my other power leveling video. Like, subscribe, comment on your experiences playing the Dark Knight, and I'll see you in the next chapter.